So we are all very familiar with the Roosevelt dime. We have them in our pocket change, I'm sure, every day. If you're using cash still, you might get dimes as change. But prior to the Roosevelt dime, we had the Mercury dime. Ended 80 years ago in 1945. So what's up next, folks, is the last year of issue, 1945 Mercury dime, all three mints in Super Gem 66. For one low price. That low price is just $199.95, which means you're under $67 per coin. This is a three-piece set, each individually certified as Super Gem 66 by NGC. 1945, that's the last year of issue for the Mercury dime. That series started in 1916. And what happened is it replaced the Barber dime series. So the Barbers were the last series where all denominations looked the same. The dimes, the halves, the quarters, they all looked the same. And then the coin renaissance came along where they changed the design of all coins to be majestic and beautiful. They redesigned Lady Liberty. And here she is on the dime. Now, three different coins came out that year. They call it the Big Three: the dime, the quarter, standing lib, and then the Walking Liberty half. All three coins came out that year with a brand new design featuring Lady Liberty in her new cap. And these are those last three coins in the series, all three mints in certified 66. Now these are still 90%. So the Barber dimes are 90% silver. They continue through this series. So they are 90% silver. And does that design look familiar to you on the obverse? It might. They brought it back again in 2016 on a gold piece to celebrate with the other two, the Standing Liberty and the Walker. But they also brought it back out in 2017, and that's the design on the Palladium. Just a little bit of interesting facts there for you. This one here is the Philadelphia. The mint marks are on the reverse. So on this one here, you do not see a mint mark, but for the Denver and the San Francisco, you'll see a small D and a small S for San Francisco. And again, Philadelphia, as usual, does not bear a mint mark on its coins. $199.95. Let's talk populations, because this is actually pretty cool. All three mints, so we have three different mintage figures. 159 million Philadelphias made. That's a lot. Only 6,700 are in 66 or better. Denver, 40 million coins made. Only 6,500 and change in 66 or better. San Francisco, 41.9 million. Again, still less if you combine even San Francisco and Denver, still less than Philadelphia, but just 6,600 and change in 66 grade or better. So you have similar populations across all three, but the key is there's only 6,500 sets known to exist in the world today in 66 or better. And what we do is we add the higher grades in that number, because it's not just, hey, this is how many sixes are out there. We include the sevens and eights and up, 66 and up, just to give you an idea of how many are there. That's where we're at today, $199.95. Our competition, add them up, they're over $380. Tonight with us at ABC, just $199.95. You get all three for a great savings off our closest competitor's price, under $67 per coin. An 80-year-old coin, a series ended. And remember, these coins here were heavily circulated during their times. They were the workhorse coin of their time. It was the smallest denomination, the lowest denomination, silver in circulation. So they were used like crazy. Finding them today and circulated is one thing, and uncirculated is another thing. And then go up the Sheldon scale, Mint State 64, 65. It gets narrower and narrower, smaller and smaller, harder and harder to find as you go up that scale. 66s, you're looking at 6,500 sets. Look at the Philadelphia at 159 million coins. Only 6,700 are in 66 or better. That's 0.004% of the mintage. That's 1 in every 23,729 coins. Talk about a needle in a haystack. But all three are similar. The Denver, 0.016%. The San Francisco, also a very, very low percentage. I'll do the math for you. It's 1 in every 6,342, 0.015%. I mean, I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you. I know it's a lot to absorb when I go through these numbers, but they're important to consider. When you have a mintage figure of 159 million, you say, well, what's so special about it? What is special about it is there's so few out there in this grade because they were heavily circulated, because a lot were melted in the 80s, because silver went to $80 an ounce, and we were melting coins like crazy just to get silver, right? So now what we do is we turn around and we say, all right, 80 years ago, what do we have? Well, we could tell by looking at the census report what's really out there. And that is why these are special. That is why our competition wants $100 for the Philadelphia, $90 for the Denver, and $195 for the San Francisco. Add them up, over $380. Not tonight with us. Not tonight with us. $199.95. So let's put that 30-second clock up. Not many sets left to go around. Join us online as well. That's abccoins.com. 905-6408 is the item number. So search it online, add it to your cart, grab yours while they last. You're talking about historic Renaissance beauties. Lady Liberty, the Mercury dime style, gem, super gem 66, saving hundreds of dollars from our competition. Folks, this is a smart buy today. Grab yours now.